realized that all the lies that I used to tell before I went into a 12-step program, ACA, Al-Anon, I thought I was being nice. Like, it was like, you're doing like the wrong thing for the right reasons. You're like,
right.
I'm 5 minutes away, or I can't make it tonight. I have this thing. And I was why do I feel the need? Like,
I won't even be in the car. I'll be before I get in the shower. I'm 5 minutes away. I'm not even in the shower. It's crazy.
What are you doing?
For no reason.
What? No reason.
I'm just causing a problem later on down the road.
But then sometimes I'm like, no, I'm manifesting. Like, I just want to set a goal for myself. And if I send I'm 10 minutes away, that'll make me rush. Like, it's
You're
also
right.
a way to make myself.
We are very similar. When you're literally speaking my language right now. Because it's funny, Zach Amico, who you know Zach from the roast,
dude,
one of the best roast writers in the world.
The funniest.
He pointed it out because we do a podcast together, Real Ass Podcast, and like he's traveled with me so much. He opens for me on the road, and like he's seen the way that I work. And the way he described it, he was like, because what I want to do is I want to be exactly on time, right? So my goal is if I have to be somewhere at noon, my goal is to walk through the door at 11:59.
Love it.
And that feels like, I don't want to be early, even though being early feels great. You know, I recognize when I'm early to the airport and I get to settle in, it's not, but for whatever reason, I leave to where I'm going to be exactly on time. I'm going to walk right on that flight when they're calling group one, like, let's go, right? But if one thing goes wrong, then my entire day could be fucked up. Like, it's just one wrong turn. Now everything is sort of pushed back. But the way Zach described it, he says that I live my life the way that comedians used to open up their comedy specials. Like, they'd walk out, they'd say goodbye to their doorman, they get in a taxi, they'd walk in, the crowd's over there, they grab the microphone.
Someone hands you a water, someone hands you a mic, and you're just
which is such a perfect description.
People.
Yeah, that's literally the perfect like day for me. Is like it's just I just go straight through, and I'm almost never on time because I'm trying to just be on time.
That's the number one
it's like
thing.
A satisfying thing.
Because like to me, my primary addiction is adrenaline. And because adrenaline turns into dopamine. And when you learning about epigenetic imprinting really helped me because whatever neurochemical you're making in utero, your baby is going to be addicted to. So, and if you're on drugs, like that's what a crack baby is. If you're doing crack, your baby's going to be addicted to crack. If you're like really stressed out, your mom is really stressed out when they're pregnant with you, you're going to be, so I was born just addicted to adrenaline. Like I was the kid that was like pushing things out, like to just like subconsciously causing drama, right? Because it's just to feed that addiction. Same thing with like one of the first things you do when you're in ACA is you ask, or your sponsor asks you, and now I always ask sponsees, if you need to be somewhere at 4 o'clock and it takes half an hour to get there, what time do you leave?
What time would I really leave? I leave at 3:30 on the dot.
Yeah. So, but then you're not taking into account, you have to go to the bathroom, you run into someone you know, your car breaks down, there's traffic, everyone in LA is on drugs.
Well, in that case, I should leave at 11 a.m. and that's crazy. Yeah. That's a crazy person.
You can leave at 11:15. If you're 10 minutes early, you can sit in your car and check emails.
But I've also set my life up, and as of you, where time starts when I walk in the room most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm the person in charge of the shit that I'm doing.
That's
like
right.
For the most part,
Yeah.
and that's the same way I have a cleaning lady.
Yeah.
The same way I have an assistant one day a week.
Yeah.
These are like checks and balances in my life that I've set up to where I'm not dealing with the anxiety. So most of the time, if I'm running late, I'm not really stressed because I've set myself up where
of course.
if I walk in, that's when the meeting starts.